What's up, Scary Fam? Right now, I'm about to go see Wolfman, bro. It is cold. Like, as you see, it's snow. It's cold. I just pulled up. It is currently 2 o'clock right now. And yeah, I'm about to go see Wolfman and check this out. This film is done by Blumhouse. And it was the one that I definitely had on my anticipated list. It wasn't at my high, tier of movies I wanted to see. But we're about to go in here and just see what's going on. And if I get some snacks, I don't know. How sometimes on days you don't want snacks sometimes. Like, I don't know if I just want a soda or do I want some sweet tart ropes. I don't want nothing hot like a popcorn or nachos. So I'm about to go into my theater and we're trying something new for 2025. Let's see if you guys enjoy it more when I bring you all to the theater with me and you guys can see my experience. But this will all lead up to the moment where I review the movie. So let's get into it. Oh my God, it is so fucking cold. Cold. Y'all remember? Yeah, it is. It's really cold. Like, this is crazy. So, as y'all see, the snow back there, it is freezing. And yeah, it is actually. There's the mobile back there, but it's cold. It's like stacks of snow up here. And this is my home Cinemark right here. I know it looks a little old-fashioned, but I mean, this is where I saw a lot of my favorite horror movies at. So, I mean, I really don't care. But it is really empty at the theater. I like when it's empty. It feels more homey. So, let's go in and see. So, this is my section right here. I'm about to show y'all, like, this. So, first off, there's the cafe and stuff back there where you get the snacks. But I don't know, do I want some sweet tart ropes? They got soft and chewy cherry punch. I'm gonna go cherry punch. Gotta go with these. I'm not too thirsty, so I'm gonna go Fanta. Should I go? I'm gonna go pineapple. All right, so we got the Wolfman poster right here. This is the one we're going to see. And Dog Man, Love Hurts. And Flight Risk, Mark Wahlberg, and we got Captain America. Bro, I just love when it's like this. Like, look how quiet it is. It is literally empty. Like, this is how I love it, bro. When it's just empty like this. But this is the one we're going to. Wolfman, 2 o'clock. Got my snacks. I have to use the restroom. I have this crazy thing where basically every time before I go to the theater, I get like this crazy anxiety where like I can't go to the restroom while I'm at the theater. So, in the theater. So I gotta go to the restroom. I know it's probably, too much information, but I got Superman poster. And look, y'all, let me know if y'all want my reviews to be like this from now on. I'm trying something new and just giving y'all experience and not just, a theater, walk-in. So. All right, you all, so it is literally so empty in this theater. There's nobody here but me. So I have my Fanta and I have my sweet tart ropes and I am chilling in here by myself. Theater all to myself, man. So I just got out of seeing Blumhouse's Wolfman, and we gonna see though, on my way home, we gonna see what we think about it. But yeah, I'm leaving right now. We gonna see what we liked, what we didn't like, and I will see you all once I get home. It is so fucking cold. Blake and his family are attacked by an unseen animal, and in a desperate escape, barricade themselves in a farmhouse as the creature prowls the perimeter. As the night stretches on, however, Blake begins to behave strangely, transforming into something unrecognizable that soon jeopardizes his and his wife's situation. So, you all, today we will be reviewing spoiler-free Leigh Whannell's Wolfman. Now, I just got back from seeing this, as you all seen in the beginning of the video. Hopefully, you all want to see more of those type of things done in my reviews. I think it's cool. But jumping into this, like I said, this is trying to be like a new adaptation to the OG Universal Wolfman. Now, I think a lot of things in this were good and also bad. Now, pushing forward, this surrounds once again a guy named Blake, and you know, his life and everything, and how basically he's trying to break generational curses because he has like a tight situation with his father, meaning his father was like a ex-military type of guy. He was like real hard on his son with his childhood, and now Blake has a family of his own, and he's basically trying to be a better dad to his daughter Ginger and a better husband to his wife Charlotte. Now, pushing forward with this, I know a lot of people didn't really want to check this out due to the design of the Wolfman. I remember seeing that design at Halloween Horror Nights, and it just was something that I feel like wasn't the Wolfman. It gave me more of Wrong Turn, Hills Have Eyes type of vibes. But I will say Leigh Whannell definitely does a great job with this Wolfman film from certain angles, being like the sound design. I think the sound design was very good, especially with the movie that's surrounding itself with body horror, things like that. You really have to focus on the sound design when it comes to just hearing the things that's happening in certain situations. And I think Leigh Whannell definitely nailed it. I mean, with him previously doing Saw movies, I knew that he was going to do great in certain things that you all probably can guess what I'm talking about. This film does a good job, you know, with gore and, you know, just body horror and stuff like that, but it does tank in certain situations, meaning one thing like the pacing. I think the pacing with Wolfman at times, I kind of just caught myself just fading out the situation, if that makes sense. Like, they'll pull me in and I'll be invested in this whole situation with Blake and his family and things like that. But it feels like it was getting, you know, drug on, and it became filler at a point. It became to the point it seems that they didn't know what story they were trying to tell right out the gate. They were just trying to help us get through the movie minute by minute. It didn't feel like we were getting invested in these characters. I feel like you're going to get invested the most in this character named Blake, where basically we start off with seeing his backstory and his childhood and everything with his father, and we just see some crazy stuff kind of happen to kind of give us a direction to know where we're going. Now, I'm gonna say this, at first when I saw the Wolfman design, I was kind of thrown off by it. I just really thought like it didn't feel traditional, it didn't have that Wolfman look to it and things like that. And I'm one of those guys where I like the Thriller Wolfman with Michael Jackson, like that transformation and everything, like that American Werewolf in London feel. And as I started to watch this movie and see this crazy twist that happens in, like, you know, the middle of the movie, it kind of makes up for the look. It makes the look seems like it makes more sense, if that makes sense. So this twist, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of expected it, but I didn't expect it. It's little things they're going to show you through the film to kind of get you prepared for this twist. And it's one thing that kind of gave me a flag to know like this might be the twist. But as you go on, once you fully get the twist, it kind of picks up the negativity that we're going through in the beginning, and it makes it positive. Now, pushing forward, it's a scene where basically we see a spider in the closet, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't like insects. I just don't like bugs. But this scene was very intense. The way they kind of made just the sound design around this whole situation with this spider and just the whole projection of this scene, it was very intense. Probably more intense than some of the scenes with the wolf. Now, they do something that's very interesting with this Wolfman and everything, and our main character being transformed into the Wolfman. Now, pushing forward, I think the transformation into the Wolfman, it was cool, but it was like in sections, like volumes. It wasn't like right out the gate. Like, for example, once again, if you saw like previous wolf transformations, being one of my favorites is Michael Jackson transforming into the wolf, seeing the face shape and everything. I think that's pretty much why everybody goes to the theater, to see that moment where you transform into the wolf. Now, pushing forward, like I said, it's basically a lot going on with the Wolfman, being that it's very different. It's shot well. I will say it's shot well. The atmosphere is done very well. They're trying to tell us that this is shot in Oregon, but it's actually shot in a beautiful place, being New Zealand. Now, it was a lot of things that I did like, though, about this film. Like, I think that the build up, like the lead up to the whole moment with them just crashing, it made it hit different, because we knew that Blake was trying to put things back on the right track with his family, and like I said, break generational curses and be there for his daughter and things like that. Now, Ginger, I really loved her character. She felt very authentic. She felt like a daughter. The wife, I think that, you know, was a great character also. I started liking her towards like the end, like the final quarter of the movie. But pushing forward, Leigh Whannell does such a good job. It's this scene that's very intense with the dad and Wolfman, and it's just gory and bloody, and you just hear like a lot of flesh and things like that, but that comes from Leigh Whannell's work. We know how he does Saw and everything, so this definitely makes sense. And then I think things really start to kick up once Blake transitions into a werewolf, and we start to see that he's not too well connected with his family once he's in werewolf form. And you know, I thought it was a crazy scene with the daughter, and it was very emotional that came up on screen that really, you know, it was one of those tear jerkers for sure. And I think that this movie does a good job at having you invested in, like, you know, the family side of things, but also, like I said, the pacing affects a lot of the emotions. You feel like an emotion should be here or be there, but the pacing is so slow that it pulls you out the moment. But like I said, once again, I think they did a great job with things being like real, just compact with scenes. And then we see everything that happens where basically they're running from this wolf or whatever, but the whole time they are in the house with a wolf. And I think that that was very cool and kind of just showing almost just like a full circle moment with the Blake character. A lot of like the body horror and things like that reminds me of The Thing for sure. Now, like I said, pushing forward with me, I would say this movie is decent. I definitely knew I was going to feel this way before I even seen it. It was just something that I didn't really gravitate to once I saw the trailer. And then we get like these jump scares that's so predictable. Like they're like foreshadowed in a way where you kind of know when a jump scare is coming. I think with a movie like a Wolfman movie, the jump scare should definitely be intense. You have this beast out in the woods with this growling noise. Everything should just hit the same at the same level. Now, pushing forward, I think that when it comes to a movie like Wolfman, it is some hard shoes to fill. And I think that if I had to compare the Wolfman to Leigh Whannell's previous project, The Invisible Man, I think he did The Invisible Man better. I think it was more tense moments. It was more moments where you felt like, you know, things were about to take off and just, you know, get real intense. I think with the Wolfman, it's the pacing that eliminates that factor of us getting ready for a crazy scene. I think, to me, the ending, the finale kind of fell short for me. It just felt like they just put it together. At the end of the day, I'm not going to lie, this movie seems like a Blumhouse movie. Being that, if you know, you know, Blumhouse has a certain formula where they get these big IPs and they tank. And I think Wolfman, sadly for me, it tanks in that same group where it has a big IP, messed up pacing, has some cool things like sound design and, you know, body gore and effects, but it just, the story is decent, but I think that it just feels like we're not getting a real authentic wolf movie. It's something that this could have just been labeled as a different film for me. So that being said, like I said, I think Leigh Whannell did a great job with certain things, but just not the full movie as a whole. Now, I will say, if I had to rate this movie like overall, I would probably give Leigh Whannell's Wolfman like a solid 7 or no, I'm gonna do 6.5. I will give Leigh Whannell's Wolfman a 6.5. Hopefully it grows on me in the future. And one thing I will say, I don't even know if it has rewatch value. So if you've seen this movie and you know want to check it out, I think you guys should check it out. If you didn't like it, comment down below what you didn't like. If you did like it, comment down below what you did like. One thing I do want to say is I liked how they actually kept that same attire matchup from the OG Wolfman with the olive green shirt. I thought that was very, you know, cool, a great callback. So comment down below how you all feel about Leigh Whannell's Wolfman. Let me know down in the comments. Unfortunately, it's the end of the video. I want y'all to hit me up on all my social medias at ILIKESCARY and check out my new horror movie slasher, Willie. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.